everyone. Today our group's topic is about some issues encountered in A2 Milk Company. First of all, let me introduce the background of it. A2 Milk Company, established in New Zealand in 2000, is a listed company specializing in the production of A2 milk. They promote the superiority of A2 protein compared to A1 protein, and their main target market are Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, and Greater China. I will talk about the current marketing strategy of A2 Milk. A2 Milk has built itself into a brand that stands apart from other milk offers to consumers. Other milk is just a generic product. However, A2 Milk comes from cows that naturally produce only A2 protein, and some people find their digestion from milk. A brand with obvious differentiation can better satisfy consumers. The second sales strategy is to promote through social media. Social media similar to Facebook and WeChat in Australian market and Chinese market. You cannot control the impact of your product promotion. There are also differences in the way A2 milk powder is sold in different markets. For the Australian market, some consumers can purchase products directly from supermarkets and stores, but that doesn't work in China because the traditional supermarket and traditional supermarket have a small share of overall market. Therefore, the company provides third-party purchasing agent method to let consumer buy products with absolute guaranteed quality.
With the increasing demand for A2 milk from consumers, A2 as the first company in the world that only produces A2 protein milk has obvious first-mover advantage, and its products are favored by consumers. Especially in overseas markets, A2 milk has become popular in China due to its unique selling points and marketing strategy. Its market in China now accounts for 17% of A2 baby formula sales worldwide. China labor revenue was up 77% in August for year to date, and market share in mother and baby stores had risen to 2.2% in August from 2% in June. In Australia, the competitor of A2 Milk Food, Wetline Milk Products, Bird Foods, and Fairlife, A2 Milk's local competitors in China are Dreamboat Dairy and Nestle. It's not just local Chinese companies launched A2 protein brands using the same local milk source. Nestle also launched its own A2 protein baby formula product. A2 Milk's unique selling point is no longer unique, with both local and international competitors offering consumer alternative A2 protein products. Whether A2 Milk can continue to rapidly grow market share in an increasingly crowded market remains to be seen.
According to the international situation in recent months, most Chinese traders may choose to support their government and could cancel Australian orders as diplomatic and trade tensions between the two nations, while the relationship is getting more and more controversial, especially after the outbreak. Australian milk producers are losing tremendous ground in China during the COVID-19 pandemic, as nationalistic fervor influences sales amid soaring relations with the United States and Australia. We are surprised to find a stark decline since the outbreak, which sparks a trend of Chinese consumers' rising milk consumption, said Mark Tanner from a Shanghai-based market research firm. Many foreign brands were talked to cited rising nationalism as the reason for the declining market share. For example, according to Chinese customs data, fresh milk imported from Australia slumped more than 20% in July, against the backdrop of trade and diplomatic steps as China curbed the import of Australian barley, beef, and wine products. Despite of nationalism, the collapse of daigou market and reducing tourism could be another important reason under the COVID-19 issue. A2, as one of the little Australian milk companies, which Chinese market sales represent a significant proportion of the total sales, is now facing the potential issue of the lack of consumer trust, according to the analysis above.
Even though A2's revenue keeps growing, the company still faces perceived risks. Consumers' trust in the brand is closely related to the sales volume of products. The annual report of A2 company provides the primary data and analyzes the future development trend of the company and the difficulties it will face. A2's products are well known in the international market. China's rapid population growth rate provides A2 with a large number of consumers, but at present, there is an instability of product sales channels in the Chinese market, which may lead to the majority of Chinese consumers losing trust in products. Once the original Chinese consumers give up purchasing A2 and choose other competitive products, it is a huge loss for the company. Chinese consumers purchase A2 products mainly through the export channels of Australia. However, due to the recent restriction on trade and tourism between Australia and China, there has been a shortage of supply. Therefore, most consumers may lose their loyalty to A2 brand in order to meet the demand for milk powder products. In addition, China has suspended beef import from Australia. A2's export source is also in Australia, and the company should pay attention to it. Avoid restricting the marketing channels of dairy products, otherwise affecting consumer behaviors.
Hi everyone, this is Kara. I'm going to introduce you guys about A2 Milk Company's SWOT analysis. The part one is strength. A2 Milk Company has a wide range of the market and consumer groups. The product features are very obvious. They have a good innovation speed and wide applicability. Secondly, since 2015, A2 Milk Company has been seeing an increase in global demand for its product, an increase in expected revenue, a continuous rise in their share price, and an increase in the cash flow. Besides of that, for its weaknesses, even though A2 Milk Company is very prominent in the dairy industry, it also means that it is difficult to extend and export to other product fields based on the company's existing culture. In addition, the selection of the products are very limited. The fact that type of the less in the market is a disadvantage. For opportunity, by developing the new American market, the company can improve the product and brand awareness and obtain a large market share and profit. However, A2 Milk market also faces various threats. Fake products pose a great threat to the company's image and credibility, as well as reduce customers' satisfaction. So this is the SWOT analysis of A2 Milk Company. Thank you.
Hello everyone, let's move on to the recommendation and the implementation of A2 Milk. As we all know, due to the COVID-19 and some policy regulation, the reliability of A2 has decreased significantly among consumers. Therefore, consumers have some negative bias to the A2 Milk. The most important is get the consumer to understand the brand of the A2 Milk and change the way they think about A2. For example, do some discount activities in order to get trust of the consumers. Second recommendation is position product close an item that has positive association in consumers' mind. For instance, due to the policy restriction of exporting regulation, some consumers, especially international consumers, has developed the A2 and go to other milk company. The experts predict that sales will keep decreasing in 2021. In order to avoid this situation, A2 must keep some advertising campaign to save the impact. For example, do some cooperation with other famous mother baby stores.
From the standpoint of A2 company, the market demand in Greater China is rapidly decreasing. A2 company should reduce production and control costs to reduce losses. On the other hand, it should actively expand into new markets besides China. Finally, I will come up with a conclusion that in this special period, the A2 company does not mean that it can be completely defeated by the crisis caused by government international relationship and force major factors. Nevertheless, as long as it addressed properly, shift its attention to consumers, increase customer dependence, which can improve customers' trust, and actively expand new market, which can reduce losses, A2 company may have new opportunities in the future.